location. Now broadcasting.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Athletics. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. Partner, you don't see a lot of these so-called finesse pitchers in the sport today, but these are two of the best around, really crafty.
Yeah, and there's a level of appreciation when you talk about how these guys are so consistent and they go out there, they know what they want to do, and they don't deviate from the plan. Even when they get into a little bit of trouble, they're able to make the pitches and stay out of the big inning.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Catfish Hunter. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, but I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Ready to go now, and into the box for Baltimore, Brian Roberts. And that's through there for a strike. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 5 o'clock.
Next pitch is outside. Swung on, belted. Back there. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Loud
Back
contact
second.
leads
Third
to the
baseman,
double. I
Brooks
mean, you could tell
Robinson.
it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Brooks Robinson. That clips the corner. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. That's in there, and it's 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Man at second. Got it. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Eddie Murray, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swinging a foul straight back. Swings and misses. 0-2. Lined into right. Carrasco makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting fourth, shortstop.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Gunnar Henderson.
Well, Boog, you know I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it. And if he does, I think even you are going to be really impressed because he can really impact the game with his wheels, and you like guys that can score. He's definitely able to do that.
Man on second, 2 down. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Roberts on third with 2 out. That's outside. And the count's even at 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one just misses.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Gunnar Henderson would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next is the designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Orioles strand a couple. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And getting the start for Baltimore, Zach Eflin. What do we have on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Ricky Henderson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Top of the order speedster. You'd really like to see him work his way on. He can get around the bases in a hurry, but a little too aggressive, maybe a little anxious.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a knock.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now it's the second baseman. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Runner.
Ricky runs. That one ripped left field. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. And this place is rocking. His 16th homer of the year. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now it's going to be Jose Carrasco. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is down low. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Now fly ball to right center. Cowser on the move to the gap. And there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. The guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jose Carrasco.
And Boog, he's a dangerous power speed combination guy. I mean, the kind of player who can have a major impact at any moment of the game. I mean, not a lot of guys have that kind of raw natural ability, and I think that's what really makes him a dynamic player. I'm so looking forward to watching him in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's inside.
Ball one.
Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting fifth.
Two down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Jason Giambi. Swings through that one for strike one. Giambi matched a homer in his last game. Two outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. The A's with a 2-run blast. And it's 2-zip. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And welcome back to the ballpark.
The Orioles,
and now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Hunter back to work. Just missed. Cowser getting the start in right. 24 years old. A former first-round pick in 2021. And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. And a quick out, number one. Now it's the veteran outfielder.
Batting seventh. Left fielder, Tony Tarasco.
Clips the corner. That's strike one. One out, bases empty. Right side. And foul ball. Fly ball, center field. Tejada under it. And there's two down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know
Tyler
those can be a little
O'Neill.
tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Tyler O'Neill in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Out towards right center field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Miguel Tejada.
Number 4.
Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting seventh. Third
So up
baseman.
next, Josh
Number 26.
Donaldson.
He really needs to start making more contact. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Jason Kendall, the next to hit. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. And here's the veteran outfielder, Johnny Damon.
Number 28.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Righty delivers. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Ripken. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting left fielder.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ricky Henderson. Scored the first run of the game back in the runner on the go. And a foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Runner on the go again. Ball misses.
Nope. Outside.
Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Base hit. 1 run in already. Now 2 runs score, and they lead by 4.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here's the second baseman. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. And it finds its way through for a hit. Ricky around third and on his way home. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Two outs, runner at first. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jose Carrasco. Runner takes off. There's a ball.
That's inside.
Safe in second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Runner at second, 2 down. Eflin checks the runner, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, no one left. We played 2 full. It's the A's 5 and the Orioles nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. And there's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's a ball.
Lifted in the air down the left side. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
On the ground. Fair ball.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Missed with a changeup, and 1-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Just missed. Roberts leads off first with one away. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Carrasco makes the grab. Out number 2. And here's the first baseman, Eddie Murray. He's 0 for 1. First offering. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw there. Safe. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground, right side, Halter. Handles, throws to first. Murray retired. That ends the frame. And the Orioles leave 1. It's 5-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, number 33.
That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Pitch misses there, and the count even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground.
The first baseman, Mark McGwire.
Next up for the A's, Mark McGwire. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Foul ball there. And it's 1-1.
Inside.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the
Now the A's designated hitter, Jason Giambi. 0 for 1 so far. Inside, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Number 19 is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Rodriguez getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And the A's are gone in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off,
take
Al Ripken Jr.
And there's a strike. On the ground to third, finds its way through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Gunnar Henderson at the plate. How did so many teams pass on this guy in the draft?
Oh, you know the teams were interested, but just went in different directions. Phillies had Bryson Stott graded better, and the Yankees went with Volpe when they had the chance to draft Gunnar. Lots of good players in that draft class, and so good to see them panning out.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Ripken aboard here at first with nobody out. Next one misses, and it's 1-2. And that one upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. And it's caught for the out. Now the left fielder.
Now batting,
0 for 1 with a fly
Tony
out.
Tarasco.
And first offering is fouled off. The A's leading by 5. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Rip to third. They take the force out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for the Orioles. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Baltimore,
back, and they turn to a new
number
arm
19.
as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Number 19.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Number 4.
At the plate, Miguel Tejada. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball. Roberts tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 26.
Next up for the A's, Josh Donaldson. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball,
2 really
2
good
strikes.
back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count, he's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And that chance handled. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, number 18.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Jason Kendall. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Up the middle. No play. That's an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Johnny Damon getting ready to hit. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Pitch out, but no action. Fly ball down the line, settles under it. And that is that. The A's strand one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. New inning getting started. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Center fielder Tyler O'Neill.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. O'Neill, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 29 years old, and he was born in Canada. Headed towards the corner, Carrasco makes his way towards it, makes the grab after a long run. And there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Adley Rutschman.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Fly to left his first time. And that's in there for strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that skips in the dirt. The 1-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Rutschman retired.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Up
Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Roberts.
And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 now.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner.
Oh, and that deflects off his glove. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit. Brooks Robinson now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Roberts off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Out to short, Tejada. They get the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Ricky Henderson.
Left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Ricky first pitch swinging.
You know, these A's
0-1.
really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Man at first.
Now
Down
batting,
to number 2.
9.
This one.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Ricky on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. That's 50 stolen bases for him this year. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those guys.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke
Now
hard
batting,
out of the zone,
number
and he just
33.
couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Carrasco now in the box. Comes up empty with a
0-1 the
swing
count.
there. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The A's looking to add another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other
Now
way,
batting,
but that
first
time
baseman,
a little anxious.
Mark McGwire.
Next up for the A's, Mark McGwire, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just off the
That's
inside
inside.
edge.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
A swing and a miss as he chases
1 ball,
way
1
out of
strike.
the zone. Man on second, 2 down. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. All right, we go to
Leading
the
off for
top
the
half of
Orioles,
inning
first
number
baseman,
6.
Eddie
And
Murray.
into the box for Baltimore, Eddie Murray. And a foul ball.
You know, these Orioles finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been.
Ground ball to the
That ball's
right
foul.
side. And it goes just foul.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting,
Stepping in,
shortstop,
the
Cal
slugging
Ripken
shortstop,
Jr.
Cal Ripken Jr. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at first with no outs here. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back. And it hits the fence. Coming home. Safe It's 5-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just missed
Now
out on a
batting,
home run
designated
right
hitter,
there, but he
Gunnar
certainly hit it
Henderson.
hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Henderson in the box again, takes a strike. Ripken stands at second with no outs. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Colton
Now
Cowser,
batting,
the next to hit
right
for the
fielder,
Orioles.
Colton Cowser.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He circles the bases, and they're chipping away. It's 5-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Stepping in, number 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Athletics holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Next to hit, Tyler O'Neill. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Here's a 1-2. In the air to left center. Damon on the move. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And first offering is fouled off. This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
That one ripped. That's back there. It's a bomb. That one felt good, and they add a pair. It's 7-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Next pitch way upstairs.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the sixth. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now Jason Kendall. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now batting, number 28.
Next up for the A's, Johnny Damon. His righty-lefty splits there. That one almost got him.
Strikes.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arm a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball.
Well, he went
strikes.
inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
To the right side, Roberts. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 7-3. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. The Orioles in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Brian Roberts will hit next. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's into third. Have a game. That's his 4th hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Catfish Hunter will depart. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Pitching for the
Mason
A's,
Miller gets the call
number
from the pen.
21.
And he's got a nice lead to work
Mason
with, so he should come in
Miller.
throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Base hit and a run in to score.
Now batting, first baseman
Eddie Murray, the next to hit. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Robinson stands at first with 1 out. On the ground to third. Off balance feet. There's 1. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 7-4.
Softly, cause you're like the gas tank of a Mr. Softies in the winter. They ain't feeling you. See, every time you see me, I got
Pitching
something.
for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
78.
7th. Yennier Cano.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. First pitch
Now
fastball, a
batting,
great spot
number
to do some
19.
damage, and he squared it up nicely. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, number 19. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Ricky runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. And that is out of play. That one not close. And a count 2-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ripped on a line. O'Neill right there to make the grab. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
Carrasco, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the A's. They hold a 7-4 lead. Welcome back as
Leading
we take a
off
look at
for
their upcoming
Baltimore,
schedule.
Shortstop Cal Ripken Jr.
Miller back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in. I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Henderson stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 0-2. Line drive, and it gets down for a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Pitching for the
So a new
A's.
pitcher on the mound for the A's, Goose Gossage. Gossage,
Gossage.
multi-time All-Star, more than 100 career wins on the mound. He joined the team as a free agent.
Counts 1-0.
Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Hit on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. Gossage deals. In the air, right field. Carrasco makes the grab, 2 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Here's the left fielder. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch just misses.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Way high with that one. And that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. And the Orioles leave 1. And they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Keegan Aiken.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a foul ball. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side
Now
now.
batting,
You talk
number
about
4.
the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That's
Tejada,
outside.
the next to hit, takes outside. Pitch in the
2-0.
dirt, and the count is 2-0.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. That is the inning. So they make short work of them there. Through 8 full, it's the A's 7 and the O's 4.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Athletics.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number 43.
Dennis Eckersley.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap
Leading
up the
off
win
for
and
the
get himself a
Orioles,
save.
Center fielder Tyler O'Neill.
O'Neill leading things off and takes a strike. Eckersley, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's towards center. Damon pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Adley Rutschman digs in now. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out. And the batter now, Ryan Roberts. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.
On the way Rogers